manufacturing to operations and maintenance, Tulsi Tanti succeeded in putting India on the world renewable energy map, setting up India-made turbines across developed and developing countries. Suzlon became the only player from the developing world to be ranked among the top 5 in the world in this sector. The rise of a wind energy company from a developing country to become a flag bearer for the industry across the world has led to prestigious case studies being written. Tulsi Tanti won many accolades and awards for a stellar role in literally creating winds of change in the energy sector. While being lauded across the world, Tulsi Tanti also reached out to remote Indian villages, changing their lives forever. In nearly 3 decades since Suzlon Energy came into being, renewable energy has impacted the lives of millions in India. One man made it possible. One man who believed that nothing was impossible if you contributed your whole life to it. One man who believed that the long journey, the hard-won battles were all worthwhile if you could create a sustainable future for the generations to come. His legacy lives on in the 20 gigawatt wind installations that generate green energy every day across 17 countries on 6 continents. Tulsi Tanti, the wind man, the face of India's green energy revolution, the inspiration, the mentor, the father of renewable energy in India.
Dear member, good morning and welcome to 28th Annual General Meeting of our company being held through video conferencing. I hope you and your family are keeping safe and healthy. We have with us Mr. Girish Tanti, Vice Chairman, Mr. Pranav Tanti, Non-Executive Director, Mr. J.P. Chalsani, Group CEO, Mr. Himanshu Modi, Group CFO, Mrs. Gitanjali Vaidya, Company Secretary, all attending from the company's corporate office at Pune. Mr. Mark, Independent Director, Mr. Per Pedersen, Independent Director and Chairman of Audit Committee, Nomination and Remuneration Committee, and Stakeholder Relationship Committee, Mr. Samir, Independent Director, Mrs. Srimantini Kot, Independent Director, Mr. Gautam Doshi, Independent Director, are all attending the AGM from their respective locations. Mr. Ajay Mathur, nominee of the REC Limited, has ceased to be Director with effect to 21st September 2023, and Mr. Hiten Tambadia, nominee of Investor Group, has ceased to be Director with effect from 26th September 2023. The representative of the statutory auditors and secretarial auditors are all present at the AGM. Dear member, the requisite quorum being present, I call the meeting in order. Since this is a virtual meeting on a meeting, no proxies are permitted to attend this meeting. Various documents, including the register certificates, auditor report, and secretarial audit reports, as are required to be made available for inspection at the annual general meeting, are available for e-inspection by the member present till the continuation of this meeting. The member who have not done e-voting during the specific 3 days window provided for e-voting may proceed to vote through the Instaport facility provided at this meeting and cast their vote electronically. Dear member, while I have been with you since the very first AGM of the Suzlon Energy, this is my first address to you as a chairman of the company. It is a privilege and an honor to speak with you today, not only as a shareholder of Suzlon, but as our steadfast partner. FY23 brought us a great tragedy with the loss of our founder, late Sri Tulsibai. With his inspiration, we emerged stronger thanks to the support from employees, customers, suppliers, and all other stakeholders. I want to express my deep gratitude to your unwavering loyalty during this challenging period. Our current position reflects a strong foundation laid by late Sri Tulsibai, who continue to inspire us every day. FY23 was one of the most significant years in the history of Suzlon, wherein we successfully resolved our long-standing capital structure and debt issues, laying the foundation of a strong and sustainable organization. Now, looking at the Suzlon's performance of FY23, the year FY23 marked a year of substantial achievement for Suzlon with a dominant theme of debt reduction. Our balance sheet saw greater resilience with 90% debt reduction over 3 years to rupees 1,180 crores by successful right issue. Our consolidated FY23 PAT before exceptional item reached 6 years high at rupees 167 crore, and we turned net worth positive after a decade. Operational success was evident with a reported revenue of rupees 5,947 crore and EBITDA of rupees 832 crore, showcasing our focus on cost control and efficiency enhancement. Now I would like to brief you on the development of product technology. We are extremely proud of our product S120 2.1 megawatt wind turbine, which has been a long-running, highly reliable wind turbine for the Indian wind regime and is going to remain as one of our main products. S120 2.1 megawatt wind turbine has been one of the Suzlon's most successful and efficient product offerings so far, harnessing energy at wind site with low wind regime. Today, almost 1.4 gigawatt of S120 machines are already installed in India, driving customer satisfaction and ROI for the customer. In FY23, we addressed market's need of bigger turbine by launching a new product S144 3X megawatt series. Suzlon's technology focus has always been on reducing levelized cost of energy, enhancing efficiency, and maximizing energy output. By the end of July 2023, we had cumulative order book of 1,582 megawatt, which is the highest since 2019. Looking at the India's industrial outlook, renewable energy has become a key driver for energy transition and a net zero target all over the world. India is at the forefront of this revolution, taking on ambitious target of 500 gigawatt non-fossil fuel installation by 2030. Our Honorable Prime Minister roadmap of COP26 outlines key goals of 50% renewable in the energy mix by 2030, 1 billion ton of carbon emission reduction by 2030, reduction in the emission intensity of economy by 45% by 2030, and net zero by 2070. Last year also saw a slew of positive policy announcements laying the foundation for exponential growth for this sector. India also holds a central position in global energy transition roadmap. Current installed renewable energy capacity in India stood at 178 gigawatt, including large hydro, as of the end of July 2023, which is approximately 42% of the total installed and generation base in India. Hereby, renewable energy contributes 95.6% of the total electricity installation in the fiscal year 2023. India's renewable energy aspiration, increasing domestic demand, and favorable policy environment makes the nation an attractive emerging market for a renewable energy investment. There are various policy improvements which has also undertaken. India is at a critical junction towards the carbon neutral economy, holding a central position on a global energy transition roadmap. Recent policy advancement, such as waiving of interstate transmission charges, preference of closed bidding over the reverse auction bidding, and more will drive the sector expansion. As per the recent policy, the wind energy capacity development will happen in all 8 windy states. This is a natural advantage for the Suzlon due to our pan-India manufacturing base as well as the project expertise. The green hydrogen policy holds great potential for accelerating the renewable energy growth in the India. Making India in renewable energy will enhance domestic manufacturing and attract new investors and developers. Policy reform, repowering guidelines, wind solar hybrid project, offshore wind venture, and renewable purchase generation obligations are crucial for the sector strengthening. Further, policies may address peak power, round-the-clock power, comprehensive wind park policy, project-specific finance, and more. I am extremely hopeful that the next few years will see a renewable energy sector in India growing very fast, which will take the nation to a new heights. Suzlon is fully committed to our government's vision of a sustainable and self-reliant India. We are working to build a strong nation powered by green energy so that we can create a better world for the future generation. The future of the renewable energy is quite bright. Going forward, world's energy transition will be powered by renewable energy and green fuel. Green hydrogen, green methane, green ammonia are critical to ensure that we achieve the carbon neutral economy. This will open up entirely new and a vast market segment for renewable energy in coming days. Apart from this, increasing demand of e-mobility is expected to increase the demand of electricity source from renewable. Suzlon offers comprehensive business solution, innovative product technology, and exceptional good service quality. As demand for renewable energy grows and the new customer segment like CNI opens up, a vast opportunity emerges for a long-term sustainable growth for this industry and hence for our company also. Our effort to consolidate and expand our market share offers tremendous growth opportunity with the sector poising for exponential growth. We are deeply committed to powering a greener India for decades to come. To my esteemed shareholder, I want to thank you again for your unstinted support. Your investment is not just in Suzlon, it is a significant contribution towards building a more sustainable India. I value your support towards creating a better future for our next generation, and I want to ensure you that together we will bring a stronger nation. Thank you very much. Dear member, the notice convening the 28th AGM together with the audited financial statement of the company for the year ended 31st March 2023. The unmodified audit report thereon and the director's report have been sent to the members and the other entitled thereto by email on 1st September 2023. As the notice has been circulated to all the members, with the permission of the member, I take the AGM notice as read. The objective and implication of the resolution proposed are detailed in the explanatory statement attached to the AGM notice. Now I request Company Secretary to read out only the observation in the statutory and secretarial audit report as is required in terms of Companies Act 2013 and the secretarial standards. Therefore, I request Company Secretary to explain the framework for voting on resolution in terms of Company Act 2013. Thereafter, we would invite shareholders to express their views. Since this being a virtual meeting, I request the shareholder to be brief and restrict only to the agenda of FY23. Please do not repeat questions which has already been asked by the previous shareholder. Limit the speech to 2 to 3 minutes only. We would try and connect with as many speakers as possible, but for time constraint, if we cannot, then we request you to write to us and we would try to reply with the extent possible. Hope I have your approval. Thank you very much.
Dear members, now I will read out the observations in the audit report issued by the auditors. The statutory auditors of the company have issued unmodified opinion on the financial statements for the year ended 31st March 23. However, through note number 5 of the standalone and consolidated financial statements, the auditors have pointed out to a show cause notice received from SEBI in respect of certain specific transactions between the company and its domestic subsidiaries and disclosure of a contingent liability in respect of earlier years. The statutory auditors, through note number 48J and 49H of the standalone and consolidated financial statements respectively, have drawn attention to use of going concern assumption for preparation of Ind AS financial statements due to existence of certain obligations, failing which it could trigger an event of default. Further, in standalone financial statements, they have also observed certain delay in depositing statutory dues. The Secretary Auditors, in their report, have given an observation regarding non-compliance with the constitution of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee during the period from 7th October 22 to 2nd December 22. The explanation of the management on the observations and comments of the auditors are given in the Director's report at page number 77 of the annual report. As regards the framework for e-voting, please note that the Companies Act and rules framed thereunder provide for affording the facility of e-voting to the members to cast their votes electronically for the resolution set out in the AGM notice. Your company had provided the facility of e-voting from 24 September 23 to 26 September 23. The members may please note that 20th September 23 was the cut-off date for ascertaining the list of members entitled to vote, as also for determination of their respective shareholding. In terms of Companies Act, read with MCA circulars, voting at the meeting would not be by way of show of hands, but would be only by e-voting, and thus, for the members who have not done e-voting during the specific 3-day window provided for e-voting, facility is being provided at this meeting to enable them to cast their votes electronically. Members may please click the button e-vote appearing at the bottom left-hand side of the screen. Please note that members who have already opted for e-voting facility and casted their votes during the specific 3-day window are requested not to vote again since the same would be treated as invalid. Dear members, we have received few requests from few shareholders to express their views. With the permission of the chairman and members, I now request the moderator to invite comments or questions from the members present. Over to the moderator.
Thank you, Chairperson. I am a moderator for the day. I will bring the pre-registered speakers who are currently available one by one. The first registered speaker is Mr. Vinay Vishnu Bede from Mumbai. I would request the speaker, Mr. Vinay Vishnu Bede, to unmute your audio and switch on your camera to proceed further. Thank you.
Hello, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Please proceed.
Fine, thank you. Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Vinod Tanti, Executive Director, Mr. Girish Tanti, Mr. Pranav Tanti, other directors present at today's AGM, Group CEO, Mr. Chalasani, company executives, fellow shareholders, a very warm and good morning to all of you. At the outset, let me request all of us to join and remember Sri Tulsi Bhai Tanti, whose untimely demise has left a loss to Suzlon family. Due to his untiring efforts, company saw a revenue of 3,590 crore and a net profit of 2,163 crore for the financial year ended 22-23. As a result, for financial year 2023, EPS has crossed the face value of rupees 2 each comfortably. Suzlon provides renewable energy solutions on a worldwide basis. To understand the future better, I have a few queries with your permission, sir, and I have listed as follows. I request you, to answer these queries at the AGM, or we could respond later on email also. The first question is that revenues that we have earned from sales in financial year 22-23 for wind turbine generators. That is the sales and installation of wind turbine generators. That is question number 1. Question number 2, again for financial year 22-23, what was the revenues we earned from turnkey project services? Again a question on revenue. Revenues from operation and maintenance services. Finally, one more question. R&D is an important part of any business like ours. So could you please tell us, the major activities that we did on R&D and the expenses on R&D as a percentage of our total turnover? As already mentioned at the start of the meeting, sir, we are very happy that the company is progressing to get it debt free. I have already supported all the resolutions earlier, and I once again join this meeting to confirm and I support all the resolutions. And I will close with best wishes to the directors, to the employees at Suzlon, and our shareholders. And I'm sure we will see far much better days in the years to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. We'll move the next registered speaker. The following speakers are not available at this moment. Ms. Sushma Chanda from Rohtak, Mr. Bimal Kumar Agarwal from Mumbai, Mr. Rajendra Prasad Tulsian from Delhi, Mr. Manjit Singh from Delhi. They are not currently available. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Mr. Dinesh Gopaldas Bhatia from Mumbai. I would request the speaker, Mr. Dinesh Gopaldas Bhatia, to unmute your audio and switch on your camera to proceed. Thank you.
मेरा आवाज सुनाई देता है सर?
हाँ जी सर,
Am
आप
I
बात कर
audible?
सकते हैं. यस सर, आप बात कर सकते हैं.
तो मेरा वीडियो भी दिखाई रहा है क्या? हेलो, वीडियो दिखाई रहा है?
Sir, you can switch on your camera, sir. Once you switch on your camera, it will come.
नाउ अवेलेबल? अभी अभी दिख रहा है मेरा वीडियो सर?
नहीं सर, आपका वीडियो अभी तक आया नहीं सर फीड.
ठीक है, तो
आप बात कर सकते हैं सर. आप वीडियो ऑन कर दे तो आ जाता सर.
एक दफे 1 मिनट ट्राई करना.
आपका कैमरा अभी तक ऑन नहीं हुआ है सर.
अच्छा, ठीक है. मैं मुंबई से दिनेश भाटिया बोलता हूँ.
हाँ जी सर, आपका
फर्स्ट
कैमरा
तो
भी
मैं
आ गया सर. आप बात कर सकते हैं.
ओके सर, मैं मुंबई से बोलता हूँ, दिनेश भाटिया. फर्स्ट मैं आपको, आपका एंटायर टीम को धन्यवाद कहूंगा कि आप लोग जो मेहनत कर रहे हैं, जिसके कारण हमारा शेयर का जो भाव है वो थोड़ा अच्छा हो गया है. वो हमें खुशी होती है कि आप लोग जैसी टीम जो है, हमारा जो 2 रुपये का शेयर जो है आज की तारीख में 25 रुपये ट्रेड हो रहा है बीएसई में, जो दिखा रहा है कि आप लोग, हमारी कंपनी प्रगति में, आप लोग कुछ मेहनत कर रहे हैं. वो दिखाई देता है. उसके लिए आपको थैंक यू कहते हैं. तो बहुत बस ऐसे ही आगे बढ़ते रहेंगे. हमारी कंपनी जरूर आगे मुनाफे में आएगी. और ये जो सर्कमस्टेंस कोविड के कारण और काफी चीज के हिसाब से हम जो लॉस में गए थे, अभी मुनाफे में हैं. हमारा ये साल का मुनाफा तो 22-23 का जो रेवेन्यू है 3,590 करोड़ है, वो अच्छी बात है. और हमने नेट प्रॉफिट भी 2,162 करोड़ का किया है. वो एक अच्छी बात है. हमें खुशी हुई कि बस हमारी कंपनी अर्निंग पे आ गई है. 2 रुपया और 2 रुपये के शेयर के ऊपर हम 2 रुपया अर्निंग कर रहे हैं. वो भी एक अच्छी साइनिंग दिखा रही है. अच्छी बात है. और हम चाहते हैं कि बस ऐसे ही कंपनी तरक्की करती रहे. और अगर आपसे हो सके, हम तो मुंबई में हैं, कुछ जो शेयर होल्डर के लिए विजिट का कुछ अरेंजमेंट है, तो हम एक दफे हमारे इधर प्लांट के विजिट को सोच रहे हैं. बाकी तो लोग ने जो मेरे को लिंक दिया, मैं मुंबई से आपसे बात कर सकता हूँ. तो उसके लिए भी आपका सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट को भी मैं थैंक यू करता हूँ. बस हमारी कंपनी आगे प्रगति करती रहे. ऑल द बेस्ट. थैंक यू सर.
Thank you, sir. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Mr. Hiranand Kochwani from Kalyan. I would request the speaker Hiranand Kochwani to unmute your audio and switch on your camera to proceed further. Thank you. I would request the speaker, Mr. Hiranand, to unmute your audio and switch on your camera to proceed further. Thank you. Mr. Hiranand, I would request you to unmute your audio and switch on your camera to proceed. In the absence of any response from this speaker, we'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Mr. Rohinton Batiwala from Mumbai. I would request the speaker, Mr. Rohinton, to unmute your
Can
audio.
you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
You're audible. Please proceed.
Respected Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Vinoda Tanti, other Board of Directors on VC platform, Group CFO, Mr. Himanshu Modi, Company Secretary, Mrs. Gitanjali Vaidya, and the secretarial team, my fellow shareholders, good morning to all of you. Sir, my name is Mr. Rohinton Battiwala from Mumbai, and thanks for inviting me to speak in front of learned chairman and equally helpful and well-versed directors. Sir, I would be fail in my duty if I don't mention Sri Tulsibai Tanti's name, who has been nicknamed as the Windman of India, under whose dynamic leadership Suzlon saw the great highs and deepest lows. Suzlon was on a continuous roller coaster ride, up and down, sometimes on the verge of shutting down. But man, it was of this man of steel nerves, Sri Tulsibai Tanti, who never gave up hope and continued working hard and uplifted Suzlon and all its shareholders out of doldrums and took Suzlon to newer and greater heights. Sri Tulsibai Tanti faced criticism, lots of bad mounting. There were times when lots of people told him to sell Suzlon or merge it with any other profitable company in the same line. But hats off to Sri Tulsibai Tanti. He refused to bow down to any such pressures and silently but efficiently managed to salvage Suzlon and put Suzlon back to his esteemed glory. I salute Sri Tulsibai Tanti vision and foresightedness because of which he and his whole team managed to make Suzlon completely debt free and put Suzlon strongly on the global map of debt-free company. Sir, a very powerful quote comes to my mind, which perfectly describes our late Sri Tulsibai Tanti's resolve. The quote is, "Nothing else in the world, not all the armies, is so powerful as an idea whose time has come," by Victor Hugo, who was nicknamed the Future Man. And sir, I believe that Tulsibai Tanti renewed that now good days are here for Suzlon and that the idea of renewable energy through wind turbine has gone and is going to stay for a very, very long time. So there is so much to say about this dynamic and charisma personality who still goes by the name Sri Tulsibai Tanti. I will not use the word late, Sri Tulsibai Tanti. As for me, he still exists to the stupendous work that he has done during his lifetime for Suzlon and his shareholders. We shareholders express heartfelt condolences to the magnanimous personality of Sri Tulsibai Tanti. May God bless his soul and give him eternal peace. But for me, sir, I will miss his smiling face and his calm personality. And I welcome Sri Vinod Bhai Tanti as the new chairman and managing director of Suzlon. I also welcome Sri Girish Bhai Tanti as Executive Vice Chairman and hope that under your capable and dynamic leadership, Suzlon will touch newer and greater heights that Tulsi Bhai Tanti had ever imagined in his lifetime. Sir, now let's get back to the agenda item. Sir, Suzlon has shown remarkable performance and clocked very good figures for the financial year ended 2020 to 23. Sir, our company secretary, Mrs. Gitanjali Vaidya, and his secretarial team has come out with night AGM report of 372 pages, which is transparent, exhaustive, educative, and full of knowledge. The facts and figures are all in place, and moreover, it has adhered to all the norms of corporate governance. Sir, as a shareholder, I am not worried about the dividend part, as I know Suzlon time has come to spread out its wings and fly high. And I am pretty sure that once this happens, shareholders will get dividend beyond expectation and with smiling faces. Sir, I do not want to touch upon finance part, as our chairman and directors are very well versed with it. Sir, we the family are very much proud that we are in the safe hands of our chairman, directors, and management team, and also we are very much proud that we are part and parcel of Suzlon family. Bravo, sir, bravo. As there is much more to talk, discuss, and say about, but due to constraint of time, I end my speech over here with prayers to Almighty Lord to give strength to our chairman and directors team to bring our esteemed company to top slop number one under your dynamic leadership. With this, sir, I have supported all your resolutions via e-voting and will do so year after year. Thanking you, sir, for allowing me to speak and give patience hearing. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. We will move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Bharati Saraf from Kolkata. I would request the speaker, Bharati Saraf, to unmute your audio and switch on your camera to proceed further. Thank you. I would request the speaker, Bharati Saraf, to unmute your audio and switch on your camera to proceed further. Since there is no response from the speaker, we will move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Sarvjit Singh from Delhi. At this moment, the speaker Sarvjit Singh is not available. We will move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Mr. Alexis Peter Mascarenas from Mumbai is also not available at this moment. We will move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Mr. P. Jaychand from Chennai. At this moment, Jaychand is not available. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Gautam Nandi from Kolkata. The speaker Gautam Nandi is not available at this moment. We will move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Mr. Sailesh Mahadevia from Mumbai. I would request the speaker Sailesh Mahadevia to unmute your audio and switch on your camera to proceed further. Thank you. Speaker Sailesh Mahadevia, you are on mute. I would request you to unmute and proceed further. I would request the speaker Sailesh to unmute your audio and switch on your camera to proceed further. Since there is no response from the speaker, we will move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Mr. Rajendra Prasad Dev Prasad Joshi from Mumbai. I would request the speaker Rajendra Prasad to unmute your audio and switch on your camera to proceed further. Thank you.
Hello. Hello.
Sir, your
Am I
audio,
audible?
please proceed.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. 1 minute. Let me put the video also. Now visible? Am I visible, sir? Hello. Am I visible, sir? Hello.
Sir, you need to switch on your camera, sir. Once your camera is on, you will be visible.
Camera I have put on, but I don't know what to do now. Video.
Sir, please click the start sharing that camera so that it will be visible.
Short sharing.
Start sharing. Camera click करके आप start sharing click करिए, then it will be visible.
सर नहीं हो रहा है सर.
No problem, sir. You can proceed with your audio.
Okay, I will proceed with my speech only. Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Our respected chairman and MD, Mr. Vinod Bhai Tanti, sir, Executive Vice Chairman Sri Girish Tanti, and other dignified directors present in the meeting, Company Secretary Gitanjali Vaidya, sir. Good morning to all, one and all. Sir, myself Rajendra Prasad Joshi, shareholder, speaking from my residence at Mumbai. Sir, at the outset, I pay high tribute to the windman of India, Sri Tulsibhai Tanti. He was a visionary, promoter and idol of the Suzlon group. Sir, rich legacy and the ethics of Tulsibhai Tanti is living among us and will be remembered forever. His contribution to the wind energy industry is unique and invaluable. Sir, I pray God his soul may rest in peace. Sir, my sincere consolations to Sri Tantibai's family for his loss, that he may give them courage to face his loss. Chairman, sir, I am glad that our company's balance sheet demonstrates a strong performance with the revenues of rupees 5,047 crores, EBITDA at rupees 830 crores and profits after tax of rupees 167 crores in the FY23. Sir, Chairman, sir, my hearty congratulations to you and your team for turning Suzlon Energy Limited a net zero debt company, and the same time the market leader with 33% share. Please keep it up. Sir, it is very good that our company is now debt free, and now our finance will be definitely higher and higher. Financial position will be higher and higher. Sir Vinod sir, I am confident that with your vast experience and complete energy value chain and visionary leadership, our company is bound to grow to its past glorious days. Sir, I have just few questions. Sir, what is the capex plan for FY 24-25 and how it is to be funded? Second is, what is company's strategy to combat global uncertainties due to the geological tensions and trade disputes and slowdown in developed countries? And third and last question is, what is your guidance for the top line in FY 24? With this, I thank our chairman sir, our company secretary for giving me this opportunity to speak from this platform. And I also strongly support all the regions of today's meeting. Sir, many thanks to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Sujan Modak from Kolkata, is not available at this moment. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Parvez Alam from Dehradun. I would request the speaker Parvez Alam to unmute your audio and switch on your camera to proceed further. Thank you. I would request the speaker Parvez Alam to. Yes, sir. You are unmuted. You can proceed now. Thank you.
सर देहरादून से परवेज आलम बोल रहा हूँ.
हाँ जी सर, यू आर ऑडिबल, प्लीज प्रोसीड.
सर जैसे कि मैं अभी चेक कर पा रहा हूँ, सबसे बड़ी खुशी हमारे लिए ये है कि हमारी कंपनी अब डेप्ट फ्री है. और सर मैं अपने एमडी से एक बात जानना चाहता हूँ, जैसे कि अभी हमने 3 प्रोजेक्ट नए लिए हैं, तो इस प्रोजेक्ट में लगभग कितनी कॉस्ट और कितना प्रॉफिट आ सकता है जो हमें आगे ईपीएस सुधारने में मदद करेगा. और दूसरा सर मेरा ये है कि अभी पिछले काफ़ी टाइम से देख रहे हैं प्रॉफिट लगातार बढ़ रहा है, कंपनी ग्रोथ कर रही है, तो फ्यूचर अच्छा लग रहा है हमें, तो क्या हम और भरोसा कर सकते हैं?
Sir, are you through with your query, or you have some more queries?
No, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Mr. Yusuf Yunus Rangwala from Mumbai. Is not available. We'll move to the next registered speaker. Mr. Ramesh Shankar Gulla from Hyderabad is also not available. We'll move to the next registered speaker. Mr. Rahul Kumar Paliwal from Pune is also not available. The next registered speaker is Manak Devi from Jaipur. Manak Devi is also not available. We'll move to the next available speaker is Mr. Anil Champaklal Parekh from Mumbai. Mr. Anil is also dropped out at this point of time. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Mr. Redappa Gundluru from Hyderabad. I would request the speaker Redappa Gundluru to unmute your audio and switch on your camera to proceed further. Thank you. I would request the speaker Redappa Gundluru to unmute your audio. You are continuing to be on mute. Yes, sir. You have unmuted. Please proceed with the query. Mr. Redappa Gundluru, you have unmuted. Request you to please proceed with your query. Since there is no response from Mr. Redappa, or we are not able to hear him, we will move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker, Atanu Saha from Kolkata. I would request the speaker Atanu Saha to unmute your audio and switch on your camera to proceed further. Thank you.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Please proceed.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. I, Atanu Saha, a shareholder of Suzlon. my respective chairman and board of directors, and in all independent directors on different place, and all and our secretary department and company secretary, CFO, and all respective shareholder present in this virtual meeting. My previous shareholder already raised, so only one question I raise, that what is our future plan on coming 1 or 2 years? I already casted my vote. I, Atanu Saha, I wish a good year ahead with good result to every area, and good health to every employee. Now I forwarded to our moderator. Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Mr. Mahesh Kumar Bopana is not available at this moment. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Ms. Lekha Satisha from Mumbai is also not available. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Yashvi Kothari from Surat. I would request the speaker Yashvi Kothari to unmute your audio and switch on your camera to proceed further. Thank you.
Good morning to the board. Am I audible?
You are audible, sir. Please proceed.
So I had a couple of queries. The first one being, is Suzlon looking to source its raw material, mainly the castings, apart from someone like we have our own subsidiary, SC Forge. So are we looking to source anything out from outside? First thing, apart mainly regarding the SC Forge again. So are we looking to liquidate SC Forge business, or to sell the SC Forge business to focus on our main WTG manufacturing and the O&M business? Any plans regarding that? Apart from that, I was just tracking the industry installations, and the installations in the August month, as compared to last year, I mean August 22, were quite high than August 23. What is the reason behind that? Uh, what is the deliveries scheduled deliveries in this year, that is FY24, in megawatt terms, and what are the installations that we are targeting to achieve in this financial year? Like there is a difference between the deliveries and the installations, so I would like to have the number in both the terms. Then we had a lot of restrictions when we had debt on our balance sheets from our creditors. So what are those restrictions? And once as we are a debt-free company now, and we face no restrictions now, are there any opportunities that we would like to tap into? Uh, and Suzlon is facing a lot of delay in installations as well. So what are the measures that you are taking to overcome that challenges? And the last question is on the order book side. Uh, so what is the percentage of order book that we have in our total order book portfolio earlier than December 2021, that are to be yet to be commissioned, and those we have received before December 2021? Okay, those are the questions. Thanks a lot for the opportunity, and I wish all the best.
Thank you, sir. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Faisal Zubair Hawa from Mumbai is not available at this moment. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Tejas Shah from Ahmedabad. I would request the speaker Tejas Shah to unmute your audio and switch on your camera to proceed further. Thank you.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Please proceed.
थैंक यू माननीय चेयरमैन सर एंड बोर्ड के सभी सदस्यगण, मैं अहमदाबाद से तेजस शाह। सर, सबसे पहले मेरी आपसे खास रिक्वेस्ट है कि माननीय तुलसी तांती जी को हम 2 मिनट के लिए मौन रखकर सच्ची श्रद्धांजलि दें सर। फिर मैं मेरी स्पीच आगे बढ़ाऊंगा सर, अगर आप परमिट करते हो तो सर।
Yeah, okay.
Thank you very much, sir. सर, तुलसी भाई सही मायनों में विंड मैन ऑफ इंडिया एंड द फादर ऑफ इंडियन ग्रीन एनर्जी थे सर। मैं जब भी उनसे मिलता था तो वो किस तरह लोगों की जिंदगी बेहतर हो सके, एनवायरनमेंट में किस तरह सुधार हो सके और ग्लोबल वार्मिंग से किस तरह लड़ा जा सके, उस पे ही ज्यादा फोकस करते थे सर। सर, आज उनकी अथाग मेहनत से हमारी कंपनी डेट फ्री हो गई है, अपनी ऑर्डर बुक भी अच्छी हो गई है और हम आज बेहतर पोजीशन पे हैं। सर, तुलसी भाई को मैं पिछले 15 साल से जानता था और कई बार मुलाकात हुई है और बहुत ही परिश्रमी थे और अपनी कंपनी को बहुत ऊंचे स्थान पे ले गए थे। अपनी कंपनी को फिर से वही स्थान पे ले जाने के लिए वो परिश्रम करते थे और विकट परिस्थिति से कभी वो डगमगाए नहीं थे। तो तुलसी जी को अगर अपने सच्ची श्रद्धांजलि देनी है तो 1-2 साल में अपने वही स्थान पर मैनेजमेंट को कंपनी को ले जाना होगा और मुझे भरोसा है कि विनोद भाई और गिरीश भाई ये कंपनी को नई ऊंचाइयों पे ले जाएंगे। एंड ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर ग्रेट फ्यूचर। थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Kamal Kishore Jawar from Hyderabad. Is not available at this moment. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Santosh Kumar Saraf from Kolkata. I would request the speaker Santosh Kumar Saraf to unmute your audio and switch on your camera to proceed further.
हेलो।
हाँ सर, आप बात कर सकते हैं सर।
हाँ, 1 मिनट में वीडियो ऑन करूं सर, मेरे को मौका देंगे?
हाँ जी सर।
माननीय सभापति जी, उपस्थित निर्देशक सदस्यगण, अधिकारीगण और कर्मचारीगण, मैं संतोष कुमार सराफ कलकत्ता से आप सभी को नमस्कार करता हूँ। आशा करता हूँ आप इस समय अच्छे स्वास्थ्य में होंगे सर। सर, कंपनी के बारे में कुछ लिखूंगा। कंपनी ने जिस हिसाब से रिवाइवल किया है तो अभी वेट करेंगे कि 2 साल है, मेरे को पूर्ण विश्वास रिवाइवल करेंगे। सिर्फ मैं उन कर्मचारी और भाई बहनों का आभार प्रकट करता हूँ जिनकी कड़ी मेहनत के कारण आज हमारी कंपनी रिवाइवल कर रही है सर। और मैं चाहता हूँ इस ग्रोथ को कायम रखने के लिए ये बताइएगा। ज्यादा समय न लेते हुए मैं मॉडरेटर उनका भी आभार प्रकट करता हूँ और आशा करता अगले साल इसी बीसी मीटिंग में हमें बुलाएंगे और आप सभी के लिए फाइनेंशियल 2023-24 की आपके परिवार के लिए शुभकामना देता हूँ और भगवान से प्रार्थना करते हुए आप सभी हेल्दी वेल्दी पॉजिटिव और सेफ्टी के साथ मिलेंगे और अगले साल जब बीसी में मिलेंगे तो नए जोश, नए उमंग और नई ग्रोथ के साथ मुलाकात होगी। और मैं कार्मिक का भी आभार प्रकट करता हूँ जिनकी काफी सर्विस है। नमस्कार।
Thank you, sir. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Praveen Kumar from Delhi. Mr. Praveen Kumar is not available at this moment. We will move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Ayush Gupta from Delhi, is also not available. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Kirti Shah from Mumbai. Kirti Shah is not available at this moment. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Kapish Gupta from New Delhi, is also not available at this moment. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Jahangir Rohinton Batiwala from Mumbai. I would request the speaker Jahangir Rohinton Batiwala to unmute your audio and switch on your camera to.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You are audible. Please proceed.
Okay, just a minute, please. Just a minute, sir. Well, Chairman and MD Shri Vinod Bhai Tanti, Vice Chairman Shri Girish Bhai Tanti, other very distinguished dignitaries on VC Dais, Company Secretary Ms. Gitanjali Vaidya. So just a minute, sir. Gitanjali Vaidya, fellow shareholders on VC platform. Good morning to all of you. My name is Jahangir and a pleasure to address and speak in front of learned august gathering. So at the outset, before I start, I would like to speak a few words about our
Shri Tulsi Bhai Tanti, the father of renewable energy in India, the wind man of India. So these titles he's earned through his hard work, and I'm proud that I'm a shareholder for Suzlon. These are the titles he's earned while creating Suzlon in 1995, which emerged as India's largest wind energy company. His calm and strong personality always has inspired millions. He advocated Make in India right from the start. He has won numerous awards and accolades during his lifetime, prominent among them being Chairman of the Earth from the United Nations, so which is a great honor. He was also instrumental in shaping policies and industry standards. His legacy will always be a source of inspiration, and also his footprints in the sand of time will guide millions of entrepreneurs in the field of wind energy. The valuable legacy and his never die spirit will continue to be a guiding book for generations of people who dream of doing something in this sector. So for me, he is still alive through the work that he has done. The company he has created, Suzlon Energy, and his never die spirit. I pray to God to bless his soul and give him Param Shanti and Mukti. Om Shanti, sir. Sri Tulsibai Tanti's untimely device has left a very big void, and I appreciate Shri Vinod Bhai Tanti and Shri Girish Bhai Tanti for taking over the company very amicably and continuing the good work and working towards realizing his Shri Tulsibai Tanti's dream of debt-free company, and which they have managed to successfully do it. So special thanks to our CEO, Mr. JP Chalasani, and CFO, Mr. Himanshu Modi, for making Suzlon debt-free and also winning significant contracts and helping in turning around the company. Special mention for the for Company Secretary Ms. Gitanjali Vaidya and her team for bringing out an AGM report that is clear, transparent, knowledgeable, detailed, and adhering to all the norms of corporate governance. The annual report is so exhaustive and detailed, the Company Secretary has taken care to maintain all the details in the report. Compliments to the board for the numerous awards and accolades received during the year. The various mergers and demergers done during the year, and also the successful completion of the rights issue has made the company debt free and also free from the various baggages that it was carrying. The mergers will help the company save a lot of money on the logistical and administration cost. So there is so much to say, discuss, and share. But due to constraint of time, I will end and I'll just put forth some normal queries like, sir, what is the capex that you're planning for the next year? The R&D capex, which is most important for us, and its funding. Any new turbines that you plans to launch, introduced in this year? Sir, one query is there from my side that are we also into building the towers for windmills? So lastly, wishing you and the board and the family of Suzlon compliments of the festive season. So Ganesh Chaturthi is almost here and coming to an end, and all the seasons, festival season that is going to follow. And wishing you all the best for the future. Thanking you, sir. So don't unmute. Don't unmute. Mr. Anil Parekh is on the line, and he would like to speak. Kindly unmute him, sir, because he is waiting for his turn to speak. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Swaran Lata from Delhi. The speaker Swaran Lata is not available. We'll move to the next registered speaker, Mr. K. Bharatraj from Hyderabad. Mr. Bharatraj is not available. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta from Kolkata. I would request the speaker, Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta, to unmute your audio and switch on your camera to proceed.
Hello.
Thank you.
Good
Yes,
morning.
sir, you are audible. Please proceed.
Yeah, good morning, respected Chairman, Board of Directors, fellow shareholders. My name is Manoj Kumar Gupta. I am equity shareholder of Suzlon Energy Limited. Sir, first of all, I also pay my tribute to late Tulsi Bhai Tati, who is the founder of this company and who has started the revolution in the country for the green energy. Now the everyone asks the question in every AGM, several speakers, what's your plan for the solar energy and the green energy? But the green energy का जिन्होंने आंदोलन किया उसको लोग भूल जाते हैं सर. ये तुलसी भाई ताती को। तो लोगों ने अभी ट्रिब्यूट पे किया, मैं भी ट्रिब्यूट पे करता हूँ। परम पिता परमेश्वर से प्रार्थना करता हूँ कि उनकी आत्मा को शांति दे और अपने अपने श्री चरणों में स्थान दे। एंड I thank sir. What's your future plan for the growth of the company and how you face the competition in your business and how you will reward to the investors? Question, sir. I have no plan to ask any question on the accounts because the company is in the way of the revival, and I believe that company will revive and company will back in black to pay to the first employees then investors. When the company will come in black, then first to pay some handsome amount to the employees on their hard work and the efforts. The company and the investors will get something. So do not forget their contribution. Then you consider something for the investors. And sir, power and energy sector will grow. How you are ready to play your role in that sector? The G20 Grand Success Summit of the country under the visionary Prime Minister of by Narendra Bhai Modi. The our Prime Minister, visionary Prime Minister, is also focusing to inspire the people to use the green energy. So, what will be your role in next 3 years? Because our power minister and the petroleum minister says that by 2027 the green energy demand will go up and the India will be the largest producer of the green energy in the world. And so how you are ready, sir? And you are going to set up three new projects. So what will be the total cost of these three projects, and when entire three projects will be executed, and when we will earn profit from these three projects? With this, I wish to God, I wish you happy Puja and Deepavali to all of you, and I wish to God to give you more success to take the company on new heights with the help of management and the entire employees. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Santosh Bhutani from Delhi. Mr. Santosh Bhutani is not available at this moment. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Mr. Shrikant Jawad from Hyderabad. I would request the speaker Shrikant to unmute your audio and switch on your camera to proceed.
Thank you, monitor for giving me a chance. आवाज आ रहा है? Hello.
You are audible, sir. Please proceed.
थैंक यू कार्बी टीम, आपका सर्विस और आपका हर चीज बहुत अच्छा है सर। आप हमेशा आप कोऑपरेट करते हैं, हमारे को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। पहले तो मैं बड़े सुख सिंह सर को श्रद्धांजलि देता हूँ उनकी देन। तो अपने एक रेजोल्यूशन ऑफ बैलेंस शीट में पास कर रहा हूँ, लोन ऑन इक्विटी, उसके बारे में थोड़ा डिटेल बताइए सर। और व्हाट इज योर टोटल ऑर्डर, उसके बारे में थोड़ा बताइए सर। मैं दूसरी चीज ये है कि अपना मीटिंग वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस से हो रहा है, हम हैदराबाद से अटेंड कर रहे हैं, मगर हमारे कोई स्पीकर रजिस्ट्रेशन क्या है क्या नहीं, कोई हमको इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं दिया गया है। खाली कार्बी से हमको लिंक मिल रहा, मगर सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट से हमको कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन ही नहीं है। लास्ट 3 ईयर से मैं अटेंड कर रहा हूँ, मेरे को कभी भी स्पीकर रजिस्ट्रेशन में सेकंड चांस भी नहीं दिया गया है। ये क्या है सर, मेरे को उसके बारे में थोड़ा, हम कंपनी से सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट से कभी भी कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं कि आपका स्पीकर नंबर कुछ क्यों, क्योंकि मैं अदर कंपनी में अटेंड करता हूँ तो 2 दिन पहले, 1 हफ्ता पहले हमको इन्फॉर्मेशन मिलता है, मगर हमको कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन ही नहीं मिला सर। उसके ऊपर थोड़ा ध्यान दीजिए। बस आते से दशहरे दीपावली की शुभकामनाएं सर। और आगे विजन भी क्या थोड़ा बताए, क्योंकि मैं चेयरमैन स्पीच में थोड़ा हो गया था, उसके बारे में थोड़ा बताइए। थैंक यू। और थैंक यू कार्बी टीम फॉर गिविंग अपॉर्चुनिटी। और जो शेयर होल्डर छूट गए सर, फिर से एक चांस दीजिएगा सर। थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Mr. Rajesh Kevalram Chainani from Mumbai. At this moment, Mr. Rajesh Kevalram is not available. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Mr. Ramakrishna TN from Bengaluru. Mr. Ramakrishna is also not available. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Badal Sharma from Alwar. While Badal Sharma has joined the meeting, but he has not done an audio check, hence he is not able to hear us. We'll move to the next registered speaker. The next registered speaker is Sarah Faisal Hawa from Mumbai. At this moment, Sarah is not available. With this, we have completed the Q&A session with the pre-registered speakers who are currently available during the turn. Now we are handing over the stage back to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for all the members for sharing your views and acknowledging the performance of the company and appreciating it. We are very much thankful for you all for your tribute to Tulsibai Tanti. Yes, we agree. He is always going to be with us, aspiring us to really move this company towards his vision of greener tomorrow. Most of the questions from the members are related to what are our future plans and how are we going to deal with it. In a nutshell, I would like to tell you that depending upon whatever opportunities are going to come upon in this industry, Suzlon will gear up and align itself in ensuring that we get a considerable pie of the industry which grows up in India. With a specific question being raised by Mr. Vinay regarding the R&D, in the last year, we have developed a new product which we are the new product S144 PX megawatt, which we are in the current year testing, validating and ramping up. So that is one of the biggest achievement in the R&D which we have done in the last year. As far as the other question coming up from Rajendra related to the CapEx plan, currently we do not have any specific or major CapEx plan except for ramping up of our new product. So that is the current year's plan for that. There was one question being raised by Mr. Jahangir regarding building towers for the wind turbine. Yes, we do have our factory at Gandhidham in Gujarat where we are having our own manufacturing of the turbine towers. So we are already in that manufacturing process and more than 70% of the towers required by the company is being produced in-house. As far as his other question regarding the future R&Ds, etc., based on the opportunities which are coming up, Suzlon is geared up to develop whatever new product, new features, new options, new services which will be required in the wind industries. So the Suzlon technology team is extensively working on various projects which are going to be the requirement of tomorrow, and we will never be late in making sure of having a right product or a right service in place. With this, I would like the management team to give response to the rest of the questions which has been raised by some of the speakers.
Good afternoon to all the shareholders. I'm Suzlon here, to CEO of the company. Basically, the questions are about future confidence, what are we going to do for the future, what will be our growth, and how are we facing the competition. There are a few general questions which have come up. I think important for us is that as the chairman said, just mentioned, we continue to maintain our share in the market. As of today, if we take the cumulative installations in the country, we have 33% market share and we are a leader by significant gap. Even in the last 5 years, where 4-5 years post FY17, when the company has been going through difficult times, we tried to maintain our market share. Even in FY23, when we did 504 megawatts of commissioning, we still had 22% market share. So therefore, as long as the opportunities do exist, as Chairman said, we'll continue to maintain our share. As far as the market is concerned, obviously all of you also said that there is a significant potential. We're talking about the wind capacity going up currently from 44 gigawatts as of July 23 to 100 gigawatts by 2030, which is the Government of India's plan, which is a grid-connected wind turbine wind capacity, and which is also a requirement based on the CEA study for the least cost option to meet the energy demand in 2030. Not just a wish, it is also a requirement to meet the demand in 2030 on the least cost basis. Even if we take that number, it works out to 8 to 9 gigawatts in a year from now to 2030. This is purely a grid demand. In addition to that, today we have a significant demand coming up from what we call as the commercial and industrial C&I segment, where the large customers who either have the current captive power capacity based on fossil fuel, or they want to create the new captive projects, or some of the people who don't want to get into creating their own captive, but they are looking towards having a long-term PPA for renewable energy. Many of them are not connected to the grid, they are off-grid capacities. And today, in fact, we are the favorite OEM for most of these people, for a simple reason, because that we are India-based and we are the most reliable company in terms of providing a long-term service. Because for these people, the power is just input for the business of steel or the cement or refining or any other things. So they are looking for reliability and the long-term support. And we are one company which is can provide that, not just providing the best equipment, but we will also provide them 25 years of operation maintenance services. We are there in India. So in fact, today in order book, what the chairman mentioned about 1582 megawatts as of July 23, 50% of our order book is coming from this segment. That shows clearly the confidence what this segment has in the company. So therefore, there is enough opportunity, and the Government of India policies, which is the reason for some of the development not happening in the last 5 years, because after FY17, which were 5.5 gigawatts, we came down to anywhere between 1500 to 2200 megawatt the last 5 years. Now many of those hurdles have been removed in the policy level. They have announced that 10 gigawatts of bidding pure wind capacity, plus they also announced that another 40 gigawatts of hybrid are around the clock. Again, that minimum 10 gigawatt share would be the wind capacity. So 20 gigawatts of bidding is what Government of India has given a direction. Plus, they have also removed the hurdles in terms of bidding processes. They now said that we will go back to closed bidding instead of reverse auction, which created some troubles reflecting in determining the cost remunerative tariffs. Plus, in the last few years, the capacity got restricted to few states like Gujarat and Tamil Nadu, and now in Karnataka, because it was state agnostic in the bidding. Now, Government of India has given a directive that the wind will be developed all 8 states, all 8 wind states, and there will be simultaneous bidding for all the states. That's again like what was mentioned in the chamber in the speech. With our presence, spanning the presence and the experience in all these states, we would get significantly benefited. Well, Government of India has given guidance as well as removed the policy hurdles, so we expect that opportunity to be significant. And as a company, yes, we are now geared up to meet the challenges. I know one of the questions raised was about project execution capabilities. That's our strength, and we are further strengthening the strengths, looking at capacity explosion, what will happen for the next year. In addition to that, one of the problems, of course, obviously, which we'll work with our clients, is that a number of projects what we're getting today is that we don't do end-to-end. So clients are doing their portion of it, so there we need to coordinate with them. So some other projects which you see that supplies have happened not commission is also because of that reason. On the competition, yes, competition would come, and as a company, we were never really got worried about the competition, not just in India, we face a global competition in India. We'll continue, having said that, we'll continue to work on the product efficiency and continue to work on the cost reduction. And more important is the I think the trust of the clients by providing end-to-end services. I think these things is what would keep us in the market. As far as the guidance for how much we will do is, we can't talk specifics, but looking at the opportunities what are existing in the country, as I mentioned, about 8 to 9 towards minimum for every year, and what of capacity market share we have been having earlier, I think we will see a significant growth moving ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, JPC sir. So I'll just try to answer all the pointed questions on financials that were raised by some of the members. So there was a question raised by Mr. Vinay Vishnu Bede on a segmental revenue split for our manufacturing and projects. So manufacturing and projects did a revenue of 3,731 crores for FY23. The O&M revenue was 1,823 crores for FY23. And on the R&D, we spent about 98 crore rupees in FY23, which is about 2.8% of the revenue of your company. There was a question raised by Mr. Rajendra Joshi on the capex plan for FY24-25 and its funding plan. So whilst we cannot give any outlook or guidance on what our capex plan would be for the future, but in terms of funding plan, suffice it to say that the capex, whatever required to meet our growth objectives, would be funded through internal accruals of your company. There was a few questions raised by Mr. Yashvi Kothari on sourcing of castings from third party beyond SE Forge. So yes, depending on market opportunities, we are looking at sourcing castings from third parties beyond SE Forge as well. On divestment of SE Forge, company in the past has been on records about divesting SE Forge, but given the financial turnaround of the company and the present situation that we are in, there are no imminent plans of divestment of SE Forge that we are working on or the company is working on. Obviously, we cannot give any guidance in terms of March 24 RR or commissioning, which was also one of the questions asked by Mr. Yashvi Kothari. There was a question on order book percentage of orders received prior to December 21 and not executed yet so far. So that's a very small number, close to about 50 megawatts in the current order book of 1,582 megawatts is the order that was received prior to that period. On questions received from Mr. Shrikant Jhawar on order book, I just answered. It's 1,582 megawatts as of 30th June 2023. And another question from Mr. Jawad was on conversion, the resolution for conversion of loan to equity. So it is an enabling resolution that is your company is seeking for future project-specific funding, which potentially the company may take as working capital requirement to develop its projects and on the manufacturing side. So should it be a case that the company avail those loans for working capital, it's an enabling resolution to convert those into equity should a default situation arise, which is a standard 62(3) enabling resolution required by the potential lenders of the company. These were, to my knowledge, all the questions on the numbers. However, if inadvertently we missed out something, please do write to us and we will get back to you at the earliest. Thank you very much.
Thank you, JPC sir and Mansuji, for giving a specific reply to a specific questions. Now we shall proceed for the agenda item as detailed in the AGM notice. The said item on the agendas are hereby moved before the meeting and open for voting. Mr. T.S.M. Ram, practicing Company Secretary, shall act as a scrutinizer for the remote e-voting and for today's e-voting process. The members may please click thumb sign appearing at the left-hand corner of the video screen for e-vote. The e-voting would continue for 30 minutes from the conclusion of this meeting. The result of the e-voting and the e-vote cast today shall be declared on the website of the company and shall be communicated to the stock exchange where the shares are listed within 2 days from today. I hereby authorize Company Secretary to declare the results. Now I declare the 28th Annual General Meeting as concluded. Thank you everybody.
Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful.